What is gwan peeps? What is gwan? It's Valerie's Naturals Oracles. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day, wherever you are. I'm just setting up people and I thought I'd wait for people to come in. I'm going to check this time that if I've got any messages because I missed them last time. So let's see if we got any messages or if any messages are coming in. So I'm going to be a good girl today and see if I can see my messages. I'm trying to bring it up on another phone actually. So let's see how it goes. Anyway, if you are here, you're at the Daily Tea. And I never know what's going to come out. So come with me, peeps. Oh my goodness, that's loud. Let me turn that down. I'm just using this for purposes of if there's any messages. So how you doing, people? What is going on with the collective? I'm just setting up and seeing if anybody turns up. That's okay, but it doesn't matter if you don't turn up because it's a message anyway and it's out there. So let me just set my candle up. And the last time I made a mistake of putting it on there and it just was not a good idea. So let's just get this sorted. And I might just get some Palo Santo out just to clear the energies on the cards because when you do readings, you have to clear the energies. I'm one of those people like this. If I do a reading, if I don't get rid of the picture and if I don't clear the cards, I'm going to keep picking up that person's energy. And it's not good. So I like to clear the energies. So let's do that. And I know I'm late today. I am so late, people. It's ridiculous. What did I just do with that lighter? Oh, you silly girl, here it is over here. So what's going on, peeps? What's going on? If you're here, say hello. Because I love the interaction. So I'm just going to light some Palo Santo. I want the good energy and not the bad. So let's just clear these energies and have the good energies with us. See if there's anybody that wants to talk to us today. Oh, I shouldn't say things like that because people take offense to it, don't they? Not everybody believes in that kind of thing. That energy is energy, that there's energies around you. And you don't want to, and some people just don't want to know about that. But anyway, I'm going to shut up and get busy. So, Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, thank you for your guidance, protection, assistance. Please clear any previous energies, good energies only, good energies only, good energies only. Thank you, Spirit. Return to send energies, good and bad, return to sender, return to sender. Thank you. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, thank you for your guidance, protection, assistance. Thank you. As above, so below. So let's get this out of the way and start flicking some cards. Is anybody around today? How you doing, people? How you doing? I'm going to behave myself and get some cards out. So, as you know, this is the daily spiritual tea. Okay, so it's every day, most days, not every day, but most days I do a daily spiritual tea, whether it's live, whether it's most of my recordings are live. But what I do is, as I said, Patreon always sees it first. It's only like the odd one, like today, and yes, even yesterday, I'm just in the mood that I did a live to absolutely everybody, the whole public. So I'm going to get some oracle cards out first of all. And I don't even know which ones to get out. Let's get these ones out. My favorites of all time. I always use these in my personal readings. The wisdom of the oracle. So let's get a message out. So, what message does the Spirit have for us today? Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, thank you for your guidance, protection, assistance. Please give me the message for the collective. What messages do you have for the collective? Thank you, Spirit. Please give us the message. Thank you. Hello. How you doing, Sarah? It's lovely for you to be here. This time I made the effort. And I'm actually looking at my YouTube on my phone so I can see all the messages that come through because I neglect to do that sometimes. So Sarah, how you doing? It's been a while. I hope you're good and you're living your life. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, thank you for your guidance, protection, assistance. The power of three. Let's see what messages come out today. Thank you. Yes, I love the live with all the drama in the background. Did you hear about that one? I had so much. If you do listen to this and listen to this back, okay. I was doing it one night. I don't normally do them at night. I usually daytime, but for some reason I did that video at night, and somebody must have borrowed some money from somebody. This is the impression I got. Somebody must have borrowed some money from somebody, and I know who Sharon is, so I kind of understand. I shouldn't say things like that, But these three blokes pulled up and were screaming at the top of their voices at like 10 o'clock at night, saying, "We want our bloody money. We know you're in there. You're hiding." And you could literally, because I had all the windows open, you could literally hear everything. That wasn't even funny. And at the time, I was in the middle of the reading. Also, I've got security cameras. I've got cameras in my bedroom. I've got cameras chained at the front door. And they were at the front door. But because I was in the middle of doing the read, the thought didn't occur to me to turn on the camera because I could have had footage and everything. I'm terrible, you know. Anyway, I'm going to behave myself. Let's get a card out, people. Let's get a card out. So, Holy Spirit, yeah, that was some drama, that was. That was some drama. So, and you heard the whole lot like what I was hearing. So, there you go. So, you know that's one of the reasons why I want to move, isn't it? So, exchanging gifts is the very first card. This card kind of is like an anomaly for me sometimes, because when you see this could mean a lot of things. I might read the meaning in a minute, but for me it's almost like you're exchanging gifts with spirit, you're exchanging gifts with a divine one. Who are you exchanging gifts with? Are you giving yourself the gifts? Let's find out, shall we? Where's the book? I'm just going to do a short one. I'm going to do it. Should I do it in reference to relationships, or should I do it in reference to because it's the number 27. 2 plus 7 is 9. 9 is almost completion with tarot, but this is not tarot. This is a direct message from an oracle card. So let's find number 27 and just get a quick overview of what that really is, okay? Because that's ridiculous. So the essential meaning is the law of giving and receiving, currency trade-off, weighing cost and determining value. So in a relationship message, it is love is an exchange of life force energy between two beings. It grows exponentially when it's reciprocated. You must give and receive in order to love to flourish and abundance to flow between you. Spirit wants you to, that's all about balance though, and it's the same thing, isn't it? Spirit wants you to start accepting all the blessings waiting for you, as well as offers of same gifts in return. Open your heart and allow it to be filled. Let's love in and let it flow out of you too. Love is truly yours today. So that's interesting why that's here. It's a very positive thing, isn't it? It's a very positive thing. If we match it with a purpose card, because these cards are about your purpose, giving and receiving. Are you giving and receiving? Are you in a relationship? Even if you're giving and receiving to yourself, are you breadcrumbing yourself? Are you thinking about, if you're not giving to yourself, are you not receiving? Are you not letting people support you sometimes? This is what it's about sometimes. But I want to see if this has got any relations to what you do. Because I'll tell you what, the minute I started, I'm volunteering at the moment, and the minute I started doing that, all these blessings are just raining down. I'm telling you, the balance of the universe. I'm telling you, it makes a huge difference. This is why when rich people are always talking about giving to charity and this, that, and the other, because they know the principle of the balance of the universe. They know that in order to receive, you need to give. Holy Spirit, holy angels, thank you for your guidance, protection, assistance. Now, I don't normally take dropouts, so it's a lot of tarot readers are the opposite, but I use them as side notes. So it says, Oracle cards, you are able to discern answers and guidance for yourself and others. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's exactly what I'm doing, isn't it? Holy Spirit, holy angels, please give us a message for the collective. What do you want the collective to know, Spirit? Yeah, speaker, your life purpose involves your skills of orientation, which means the speaker. I don't know if some of you are not using your gifts. Some of you are not using your gifts, and I don't know why I'm getting that. Some of you, I mean, I have to say, I was an introvert at one point. I wouldn't dream of talking up in anything. Talking up, I did not talk up for myself. I didn't talk full stop. I didn't voice my opinion about nothing. And now I'm just full of opinion, you know. It's when spirit touches you. When you know your intuition opens up, your third eye open. When you see when people are trying to take liberties, for example, when you see people trying to you didn't see the liberty takers before, but you see them now. And when they try and take liberties, is now you're speaking up and you're letting your voice be known, and they don't like it. They don't like it. But I'm going to get one more card out, and this is the normal, and then we're going to go to some tarot and figure out why these cards are here. So we got them giving and receiving, and in order to give and receive, you know, There's got to be some exchange, isn't it? Are you exchanging with spirit and spirit is telling you what to do? And now one of these things they're telling you to do is speak up. But Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, thank you for your guidance, protection, assistance. Please give us the message. What message do you have for the collective? What are we going to get from the Lamorna now? What are we going to get from the Lamorna? Let's find out. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, thank you for your guidance, protection, assistance. Is anybody, how you doing? Hope you're good. I'm very well, thank you, Sarah. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, thank you for your guidance, protection, assistance. Please give me the message. Thank you. Please give me the message. Holy Spirit. So, this is about you. This is one of only 2 women in this deck, I believe. And on this deck, you're loving yourself, you're meditating, you're giving yourself what you need. You're loving on yourself. You see the rose represents loving on yourself. It could also be that there's a suitor about that might have given you that rose, but that's one of 2 things. But I'm telling you, with this card, this is the ace of that's clubs, isn't it? The ace of clubs, new action, new beginning. Are you starting college this September? Next month? Are you starting new businesses? Whatever. But this is the ace of clubs. That's interesting. It's new action. 2 plus 9 is 11. 11 is the one of the infinity numbers for the divine connection. But that's not going to apply to everybody. But this is definitely about the feminine energy. So let's see why these cards are here. I don't know why I'm taking out all these cards today in these different decks, but let's see what's going down, collective. Let's see what's going down. So, Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, thank you for your guidance, protection, assistance. Please give us a message. What messages do you have for the collective today? What is it you want to tell the collective, Spirit? Let's put these up on a pedestal, because in order to give, you have to receive too. It's an exchange. And is the exchange with spirit or is it with somebody else? But now, because of your experiences of what's happened to you, you've become the speaker. You've got a message to give. And meanwhile, you could even be loving on yourself. Let me just turn these so you can see them. Okay. Can you see them? So let's see why these cards are here. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels. See, I'm dropping cards already. There's some scattered energy. What's going down? Look, I'm having to go on the floor. Yeah, look. This is what's dropped on the floor, the 8 of Wands. Messages, forward thinking, speaking. Some kind of message. The Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, thank you for your guidance, protection. It could even be in its simplest term that somebody wants to speak to you. They want to now give and take, and they recognize for who you are. Do you know what I mean? For these 3 cards, like somebody wants to exchange some words with you even. They want to talk to you because they know who you are. You know your worth. You know your value. And these people just are really just seeing this now. Somebody's watching you now because they're heartbroken. Oh, what I want. Oh my goodness. Most of you probably moved on from these people, but they're still in your energy. They're still trying to be in your energy. Is some of them a little bit narcissistic? Is that why they don't want to let you go? Because they know who you really are. Do you know what I mean? They realize who you really are. This person that could have bigged them up. I don't know, but I don't know why it's going down that route. But what I'm getting here is somebody wants to give and take with you, or they try to, or they want to. So look, somebody's slowly coming forward. I mean, if you want to talk it in a spiritual sense, you're working on yourself. You're slowly making plans. If you want to talk in a spiritual sense, this is you making plans, looking forward to your future, taking your time and doing these things. This is what this Knight of Coins is all about. They take their time, but you know what it is? They plan. So when they do finally get there, it's a stable, reliable offer, whatever they're going to give you. This is what this is about. Okay. Yeah. Does somebody want to make sure that I'm getting 2 messages here. The spiritual messages, you're working on yourself because you want your success. Okay. But somebody's also, and this is the second message. In other news, if just these 2 cards alone, it's telling me that this person is taking their time and trying to strategize because they don't want the Dear John letter. When I say the Dear John letter, I mean, they don't want you to say thank you for the apology, thank you for the words of wisdom, thank you for your side of the story, but I'm closing this off now. Bye-bye. Dear John. Oh, I don't want peeps. I shouldn't go down that route, but do you know what? that maybe this person has come to a higher learning, higher understanding that you could have done. This could also be that this person is taking their time and they want success with you because basically they could have been in a marriage previously. Oh, or they could have been some kind of commitment. I shouldn't go down that route. But maybe this is you in the spiritual sense, having success with institutions, having success with all sorts of stuff. Like, for example, you had success in divorce. You had a success in divorce. You took your time. It was a slow process, but you finally got to the end of this situation, and you've ended a commitment marriage in a way that you wanted it to end. It could have been slow. It could have been arduous, but you did it. This is what, if you want to talk in that sense, if you want to talk in a spiritual sense, this is you planning your success because you've come to a higher learning, higher understanding, and that's what it is. So let's get some more cards out, shall we? Yeah, you've just transformed. You've just transformed. You've put things down. You've gone in another direction. You've ended things to begin new things. This is what it is. And now this has happened. Now you've come to a higher learning, higher understanding, or you've put things down, or you release people. Do you know, it's just nothing but success for you. Oh, what a one! I could keep going. How you doing, peeps? How you doing? But wow, the three of wands. Do you know? I don't know why this has come out in reverse. Let's have a look at this. So we've got you moving on. You're not decisive. You're not indecisive anymore. You're not waiting for certain things to happen. You're not waiting for these ships to come in. You've turned your back on certain things. You've released things. This is definitely like a second card of telling you that you know, you've put things to rest, and that's all there is to it. You're just thinking about you and your success. This is what you're thinking about. Oh, well, Dagwan, now I'm doing what you call the path. Okay, this is what you call the path, and basically, this could change now because I normally read up and down, but because I was taking them out one by one. So let's see what else is coming out here, people. This is something else. Yeah, the communications come out again. Whoever this is trying to plan to come towards you, and you know what? It could even be that you have had support or messages of movement in reference to what you're doing, whatever you're planning and doing in a spiritual sense. This could be you moving forward with whatever plans you have. You're taking your time about it, but you're moving forward. And this again, in other news, is somebody who's planning to come forward to you with some kind of communication, some form of movement, something. They're planning to do something about that situation. But here we go. Here comes the quick, because they recognize who you are. They recognize. Now you could take this two ways. They could be, if you wanted to go straight as to what these cards are, somebody wants to communicate with somebody about a Queen of Queens. Okay, let me see. Let me just now interesting. One more. Yeah. Here's what it is. Whoever's planning to come forward to you, they really want to tell you. It looks like they want to tell you the truth, but is the truth gonna hurt? And the story I've been getting is that some of these people had choices and they picked the wrong choice. And in this case, this person wants to communicate to you about this Queen of Coins, this Queen of Pentacles. They thought they was going to be happy with this person. They thought they was going to be happy with this person, but something's been illuminated to them. In fact, it was nothing but deception. But that could have been their test. Their test was to pick the right one. Don't be materialistic about it. Don't be superficial about it. Pick the right one. Think about what you're doing. But this person went in like a bull in a china shop and said, I had this message on TikTok this morning. I did a TikTok this morning and put it up there. And it's the same kind of message. What it is, this person needs to learn to give and take and to listen to whoever's talking. And it could be in reference to you because you've learnt your worth. Do you know, there's no going back to some of these people because what it is, this deception that's here as well could be about the fact that they put you in a third party situation, but you felt the energy or you walked away from that and you said, Nata Bungo Wongo. Hello, who we got with us? Hello, Honcho One. I don't know who Honcho One is, but hello. I've never seen you before, but thank you for being here. But what I've got here is, it could be that they could have had somebody who portrayed to be a queen of coins, but it was nothing but deception. And this is why they had you in this third party situation, because of this queen of coins. And the queen of coins was somebody who was just as deceptive. It was like you was a lesson to this person, and they didn't get the message. They'd probably gone through this from lifetime to lifetime. It's like deja vu for them, but they're not getting it. Do you know what I mean? Instead of going for this third party situation, they could have had this love situation. But the love situation is about choices again. The choices, you reap what you sow. They were deceptive. It's been illuminated to you that this person was deceptive. They had you in a third party situation. This is for some of you. Some of you, they just was out partying with people. They was doing all sorts of. They had interference in your situation, in this love situation. They made choices that weren't brilliant ones. Let's get another card out. Yeah, you see, past betrayal, and all you can think about is this past betrayal. But what I'm getting here, there's two kinds of betrayal here. One's deception, one's is lies and betrayal. And what it is, this person now feels like in their victim mindset. This person's in their victim mindset now. Here's what we got, people. Somebody's slowly planning to come towards you because they don't want you to turn them down. They don't want you to turn them down. They've come to a higher learning, higher understanding with the Hierophant. What they got themselves involved in was a no-go. Okay. But it doesn't, regardless, you put this to rest. You said, I'm going in another direction. I've made my choice. But here comes the communication. They want to tell you some stories about some queen of coins. And you know what? In hindsight, you could have even heard them mention about this, and they could have even said that this person was a friend. These people always rat on themselves without ratting on themselves. They might have talked to you about this person and even turned and said something like, "Oh, you should never burn your bridges with people," and that's such a wrong statement. That is such a wrong statement, especially if the person was an ex. Because I'm getting this Queen of Coins could have even been an ex. Okay, that they've run back to because this person's going to mind them. I had that message. I've had this message all today that these people who they ran to wanted these people to mind them, but this person was deceptive. It just deceived them, just like they deceived you. This person who they were dealing with deceived them, but they got it back tenfold. The stabbation was real. Nothing like what you had to go through with them. They got it back tenfold because you returned to sender. Now this person is up in their head. They're losing sleep. It's insomnia for them. I want that one. And they don't know what to do. Do you see what I mean? It gets worse. Come on, yum somebody body. The scales of justice is here, balancing out the situation and giving them the karma they deserve. And now they're trying to soldier on. They're on their last legs, whoever this is. Oh my goodness. Do you know what I've got to say to this? Use your discernment because they should have been equal with you. They should have been exchanging gifts with you. I'm telling you. You've turned into this outspoken person now. It says here your purpose in life involves the skills of oral. Do you know what I mean? Oral communication. And now this person's really seeing your worth what it is. They made you feel. Do you know what I get from this? Sometimes they made you feel worthless. And this is you in contemplation about all what they put you through. You gave yourself that rose because you deserved it. You said, I know I deserve what I've got here. I deserve everything I've got. Me, I tell you, what I want, peace, what I want. I'm wondering now, and I know this is it used to be a spiritual tea, but I just get into all sorts of subjects. So it's like this person, but it's talking about because I'm really into. If you didn't realize by now, I don't really like to do the zodiacs, although I do them on a Friday. I do them once a week on a Friday live. Okay, if you didn't know, 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock on a Friday, I do it on YouTube and TikTok. But I'm not really into the zodiac signs because most of us have got most of the signs in our chart in some late, greater or lesser extent. The ones you should be looking out for is your sun, your rising, your moon, your Mercury, your Venus, and your North Node. These are the true you. Okay. So, for example, I mean, my moon is in Aries, and I have got a lot of the Aries in me. Where you're like a bull in a china shop sometimes. You have to count to 10 and think about what you're saying and doing. And the moon is all about your internal self. And I don't know why I've gone down this route, because I know what it was. It's because I don't usually do this. But anyway, someone remind me why I went down this route. Hello, hi there. How you doing? Cool. What's that? What's that? Country. I don't know what that is. Whoever you are, it's a terrifying picture. But anyway, I'm just looking to see what comments I have. But anyway, I know why I went down that route, because I wanted to figure out. I want to figure out what your person would say if they had the chance. Shall we? Shall we look into that, people? What have I got here? What have I got here? Let's see. Oh, tell the truth. If the truth could be told, let's get that one out. Let's get that one out. If the truth could be told, what does your person want to say? Okay. If the truth could be told, the timing just wasn't right. Is at the bottom of the deck. If the truth couldn't be told, Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, thank you for your guidance, protection, assistance. Please tell us, what would this person say to you if they had the chance? What would they say to you? Or they could have had the chance. Let me know in the comments if you've had a conversation with your person that you separated from. Or were you with that person now? Or is it that you're just not talking? Please let me know. But Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, thank you for your guidance, protection, assistance. Please give me the message. What would your person want to say if they was here right now, if they could talk to you? Let me see. I am grateful for the spiritual lesson. Yeah, they got the message. Did they get the message? Because they did the shit to you and they got it back tenfold, and they know why they got it back. Okay, so they're grateful for the lesson now, because nothing. When you look at these cards like this, when you look at a statement like this is like, you should never see anything as a failure. You should see it as a lesson that you needed to experience. Do you know, it was a lesson well taught. It was a lesson for you, or it was an experience you was meant to have. You know, because you're going to help somebody down the line with the same experience. They probably go through the same experience you did. Okay. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, I am grateful for the spiritual lesson. This is what your person wants to tell you. What else do they want to tell you? Let's see. Let's see. I wish I could take back my words. Did they say some awful things to you? Were they really nasty to you? Were they passive aggressive? Do you know? Is it that they said something that was so over controlling? So, what's the word? They were in their ego. They were feeling entitled, and they felt that they could say these things to you and get away with it. And this is what this is. I wish I could take back my words. Did you have an argument with this person? The last conversation you had with this person, was it an argument? Was it you told them what you thought about them, or did they tell you what they thought about them? Is that what it is? Oh, this is getting deep, people. What else is here? I am becoming a better person. Can you believe that, though? If this person came back to you, this is what, remember, this is this person's higher self, what they want to say, what they want to tell you. It's almost like, when I see these cards like this, it's almost like this person is trying to tell you that they're going through an awakening. I am grateful for the lesson. I wish I could take back my words. I'm becoming a better person. It's like is they trying to tell you that they're going for an awakening? Are they trying to tell you that spirit has touched them and that the third eye's kid? I'm becoming a better person. But will you be able to believe that? If your person wants to come back today, okay, would you be able to believe that? Would you believe it? Oh my goodness, there's a flurry of words here. I'm just looking. I don't know if I should give us a chance again. She did me wrong. I had nothing but love for her. You can't judge a book before you read the pages. Exactly. Never judge a book by its cover. Never, ever, ever, ever. You know, all that glitters is not gold. I could keep going with all these niche sayings. But it's so true. You can never judge a book by its cover. Never. Get to know people. This is what dating is about. Back in the day, we used to call it courting. I'm showing my age now, but back in the day, we used to call it courting. This person used to come to your front door, come and collect you. You go out on a date. You have a good time. You come back, they drop you back at your front door. Whether you're walking on the bus or they're driving, it doesn't matter. But this was a period of getting to know people. People don't do this anymore. People want to Netflix and chill and think it's okay to do that. They don't try and get to know each other. There's some of these people could have a whole nother life and you would never know, because you're not getting to know these people. You're not getting to know the character, and this is part of the problem. And this is what today's society is like. Do you know what? If I'm going dating again, or if I'm going out with people again, or doing whatever, I want to know who I'm dealing with. A date is nothing but an interview. Remember that. And if it progresses past that, then all good. But I will never do certain things that I did in my previously again. Never. So this is what you've got to think about this. You can't judge a book by its cover, because sometimes people are in your life to test you. And the story I got, what I've been getting is this person had choices. Okay, and what they did was, they tried to pit up one against the other using logic, like pros and cons. They were using logic. They weren't using their heart and what their intuition was telling them. They completely ignored their intuition. You could have appeared to them in one way, but you wasn't there to. It was for them to ask the questions to figure out who you are, not for you to tell them. Okay, because if you're dealing with a narcissistic person, for example, they will do nothing but sit there and ask you questions. Okay, they will sit there and ask you about what you like, what you don't like. There's extremes to it. Okay, but when you get a shallow person, or somebody who's just looking on appearances, who's looking on what they can get out of you, what they can get out of the situation, they don't want to dig deep. They don't want to know. They don't want to know. They're just looking at the outside and not seeing what's on the inside, judging the book by its cover. So therefore, they never tried to even that this is what you call selfish people. They wanted it to be all about them and never bothered to ask you any questions. So they missed their chance. You was an earth angel to do some of these people. You was an earth angel to, and don't get me wrong, you've had your past, things that you've done in your, but it was in your past. What they some of these people do is look at your past. They don't look at the present. They don't look at what the future could be. Okay. And what some of these people do is they're just thinking about, oh God, what can I get out of this person? And or, oh, what can this person do for me? Never mind what you could do together. They don't think about what you can do together. And you could have shown this person certain things, like how you can be abundant from absolutely nothing. Okay. But instead of seeing it for what it was, they took it and ran with it. You could have given them information, for example. You could have showed them a way to make money, for example. And they took it and ran with it. Okay. Not realizing that the idea you gave them wouldn't work without you, but they thought they could make it work, and it just went out the window for them. They took it and ran with it, and probably even went to other people with it and tried it out with other people, and it didn't work because they didn't have the expertise. Knowledge is power, people. Knowledge is power. Okay, so but you showed them a taste of what they could have had. Okay. But instead, they took your energy and took it elsewhere and behaved like an energy vampire to you. I could keep going on this subject deep. I could keep talking, but I'm not going to. Let's get moving, people. I am becoming a better person. Can you believe that? I don't know. But here's another card. I remember every detail of. Did you see what I mean? You can't make this up, people. I remember every detail of that day. What else is going down, people? I'm just looking at the comments. They were, yeah. There was abuses by text and call. No way. I am unblocking them. I don't believe. I don't. Do you know what? I don't blame you, Sarah. When somebody, let me tell you something. If somebody is abusive, mentally, physically, or emotionally, that is not a soulmate. That is not a twin flame. That is not a soulmate. That is not a soul connection. That is somebody who's there to teach you lessons. It's a harsh thing to say sometimes. Either it was an experience you was meant to have so you can help or warn others, or it was something they were teaching you. You could have been through these cycles over and over again with these people. Okay. Some of them have different faces, but they look the same. And it was a karmic cycle you could have been going through. I recognize my karmic cycles now. I would never go down that road again. I'm going to give you an example. You have the first one could have been abusive and wanted to take advantage of you. The second one appeared to be nice, but you saw the karmic cycle quicker, so you dumped that one. But the third one really was in your face with it, and you saw it so fast. You said, that's you coming out of a karmic cycle. Different faces, the same thing, but it's only that you're learning from the past experiences, and this is what it's about. getting out of those cycles. So when you see something like this, I remember every detail of that day. The last time you spoke to this person, it could have been an argument, it could have been something they did, whatever. It's just confirming what I said previously. It's ridiculous. Been there, lived that. Yes, exactly. No, it's ridiculous. One more card. Sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. Do you see what I mean? This is you living in this person's head rent free. You're living in this person's head rent free. This is what they want to tell you. This is part of their karma. The karmic. Oh my gosh, you can't make this up. This is somebody who could be even going through an awakening. It could be going through continuity. It could be going through something. Maybe their intuition's now kicking in. And but what I'm definitely getting here is somebody who's seeing something from a different perspective. This is what I'm getting. Sometimes I stay awake thinking about you because, you never know what you've got till it's gone. The grass was not greener on the other side. Let me tell you. I'm going to get out my cards. I've got soulmates in separation here. Okay. But it's not necessary. It's just relationships in general. It's not necessarily a soulmate. Here you go. I actually made these cards up, but it's still in prototype. I haven't, do you know what? I haven't had the chance to do any of these things. I've got cards going on. I've even won awards. I'm going to show you. I've won awards for some of my cards. I actually did this at college. This is the major arcanas. I did this at college, okay? This is some of the, and the hangman. This is the major arcanas, okay? I actually did this at college and I won an award for this deck. But I've actually even given keywords and everything. I need to sort this out because I still want to I'm being the perfectionist. The Virgo that I am, I'm being the perfectionist. I want to actually do this before I put these out to the public. But look, here's my Empress. And I'll tell you which ones in particular I won an award for. I won an award for this one, the Magician. I won an award for this one. This is the World card. And I won an award for this picture here. Okay, I actually won an award in the whole of the actual area where I live in the Northeast for that deck and for the work I did as a photographer. Because it's rare to have a photographer, but I'm gonna make this one up. So I'm gonna get this one out. And I want to see what else your person wants to say before I go, because I'm not going to drag this out. Because this is meant to be a daily tea, and I'm dragging it out. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, thank you for your guidance, protection, assistance. Please give us a message. These cards is about the person's higher self. That's their 5D, what they want to say, what they really want to tell you, what the situation is. And I don't take dropouts because I'm one of those unusual tarot readers that don't do it. But I will tell you, it's because sometimes it's a side note. They said, I had you in a third party, just confirming what I was saying previously. Do you know what I mean? So, Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, thank you for your guidance. What other messages do you want to give the collective? Let's have a look. I'm sorry. This person wants to tell you, even if they've never told you this, their higher self is telling you that they're sorry. They're sorry for what they did. It's because they're in regret. They're in loss. This person really is sorry for what they did. Wow. For that to be the first card to come out. I wanted to trap you. Yeah, they wanted to trap you in your head. They wanted to be the person that you would always run back because you're so trapped in your head that they could just come in and out of your life for no goddamn reason. That is in a way, that's a little bit like a form of abuse, really, isn't it? This is the in and out energy, the hot and cold energy. They go and see what glitters, first of all, and if it doesn't glitter hard enough for them, they come back to you and cause problems. No! The starvation of it all, yeah, all you can think about with this person, they could come back to you and they could come back to you correct, but all you can think about is the starvation of it all. I'm telling you, it's not even funny. But look, I came to you I come to you, oh, there you go. I come to you in your dreams. This is this person staying up all night, sending intentions. I don't know if you know that's, what you say out of your mouth as an intention is a spell. The word spelling, go and look it up. It has a lot of meanings, but the word spell is about casting spells, and especially and it's intention from the mouth. So if they're even thinking about you, this person's invading your energy. And if they're coming to you in your dreams, and and if it really is vivid, it's almost like this incubus, succubus energy. And I don't know if you know what I mean by that. The incubus, succubus energy. Wow, I come to you in your dreams. Sometimes it's just that they want to connect with you. They don't want to lose your energy. They do this. But sometimes especially if they're an abusive person and they know how to do this, because people could do moon magic and sex magic and all sorts of nonsense, and certain times of the month is strongest for spells. So they could do that. And like, you might have repeating, if you have repeating dreams about this person is really in your energy. But shut up, Val. No more of that. Okay. Will we ever be together? And that's a question you got to ask yourself. Would you ever be together with this person? I don't know. Let me see if there's any. Yes, I'm learning quick time where worse on. Yeah, exactly. When you look back and you think about it in hindsight, you think, I was really naive when it comes to this person. I saw the red flags and I ignored them because I loved them. And this is what it is sometimes. But now you can love with unconditional love, but you can still see the signs. Now, Spirit opened your eyes to certain things, and it's opened your eyes to that for you to be not so naive. And it's true. The naivety of it all. Because I was one of those people, and maybe it's because it's my Venus. Whatever's in your Venus is how you love. And my Venus is Leo. Okay. And Leos wear their heart on their sleeve. They can be very jealous people sometimes, but the way I love is this: I can wear my heart on my sleeve. You would have no doubt in your mind that I loved you. And some people are into actions. I'm one of those people that are grateful for actions. So, for example, you take the bin out for me. I'm grateful you taking the bin out for me because I don't like taking out the bin. You may have done some washing up for me where it's not in your character to do that. I'm grateful for that. You might have tidied up. You might have given me a massage. I mean, some of it sounds a little bit selfish, but it's not always an always thing. You've mended a door. You've fixed something for me. This is what there's a love language, really, isn't it? Because there's five languages. Five love languages. Mine's is between two: actions and gifts. I love a gift. But the point I'm trying to make is you wear your heart on your sleeve, but sometimes you have to balance that out. And this is what I probably was doing previously. Probably, maybe you, Sarah, was doing that previously. You wear your heart on your sleeve, and these people take it for granted and run with it. You could have been boosting this person. You could have been bigging up them status. You could have been wearing your heart on your sleeve, showing them exactly how you feel about them. And these people ran with it and took it for granted. But you was touched by divine. A lot of people that are listening to tarot they've been touched by divine. 9 times out of 10. They've been touched by divine and their eyes have been opened and they see the world in a different way. Okay. And what it is as well is that sometimes you just know you have to release these people. And if they come back to you and they come back to you correct, oh, well and good. But if they don't, well, I'll see you in the next lifetime. And that's all it is. So let me get another card out. So I didn't tell you how I felt. You see what I mean? I didn't tell you how I felt about you. What that word, peeps? Do you know what I mean? It's like, what the hell is going on here? What you saying, peeps? What you saying? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I learned quick time. It was so naive, not anymore. No. No, yes. What do you mean, no, yes, Sarah? I don't know what that means. But anyway, yeah, what I was saying basically, I want to make love. Oh, God, I want to make love to you. Some of these people, I'm going to tell you something, especially in the West, I don't know if I should say this, but a lot of the time in the West Indian, like just like ethnic minorities in general. I'm not trying to generalize, but some of them think that sex solves everything. That as long as they can give you sex and it be angry sex or whatever, that it will solve the problem and you will stop thinking about it. But it's just making the problem worse because all you're thinking is, why is this person humping me? Why is this person doing this? Why am I having sex with this person? And it's not solving the problem. But a lot of communities, especially West Indian communities, think that sex solves everything because they think they're that good. Wow. And they think that sex is going to give them what they want. But do you know what? Sometimes it's almost like you taught them what sex was, and now they want to come and fling it down and give you, oh, Val, don't go down that road. Anyway, I was not balanced. This person is literally telling you they wasn't balanced. They was probably breadcrumbing you. They was probably one of those people that was very one-sided, who was very selfish. They demanded, they controlled. Yeah, and sometimes it was abusive. Do you know what? If someone really is abusive to you, don't take it on. don't take it on. Nothing justifies abuse. Nothing justifies it. They could tell you, oh, I had this kind of lifestyle. So what? What you're doing is deliberate 9 times out of 10. Do you know what I mean? So when you see things like I was not balanced, this just so bad. Why was they not balanced? I mean, there's all sorts of reasons why they're not balanced. Some of it, that's one thing about the breadcrumb and everything else being one-sided. But sometimes they're not balanced because of the things that they've done in the past. And or sometimes they're not balanced because they have mental illnesses and you don't know about it, or they're hiding this from you. Sometimes they're not balanced because they've been through dysfunctional lives or dysfunctional things in their life. They're not balanced because they have addictions. It could be all sorts of things. I'm inclined to fit clouds on that, but I'm not going down that route today. But it says you brought out the best. Yeah, you did. That's what I'm saying. Drop the mic. I need to drop the mic because, again, I mentioned this previously. You brought out the best in this person. You brought out the best in this person, and they took it and ran with it. Okay. So it's almost like they grabbed up. It's almost like saying it like this. If it was energetically, they grabbed your energy and ran to somebody else with your energy because you bigged them up. Okay. But it didn't work how they thought it was going to work. It's like they were like energy vampires, literally taking your energy. Okay, they were literally, and I'll tell you how you know that somebody is an energy vampire. When you finish talking to them, you feel drained, you feel listless, you feel lifeless. Or if they will even walk in a room, their energy is so devil energy, so so bad that even then for them to walk in the room is sucking the energy out of the air. It's just sucking the energy. You just feel the drain in the minute they walk in the room. Do you know this is what an energy vampire is? So it's like, but they're telling you being one-sided, you brought out the best of me. You might have said that you're actually a really strong person, but you don't see it. You could have said things like you're really courageous. You could have actually boosted them and helped them do things. You could have been a support to them. You brought out nothing but the best in this person, and they didn't recognize it that way. They recognize as, yeah, I'm using this person. But the minute you withdraw your energy, it's like they felt it. They felt the energy just drain from them because you just walked away from. When you walked away from this, some of you, I'm not saying it's all of you, but some of you, when you walked away from this person, okay, and you withdrew your energy, you said, no more. Not a bungo wungo me. I'm gonna with that they were there again. I'm not doing it. They was like on a different level. You was on a different level because the minute you, this is two things happened. They was like gone back to their little cocoon, okay, because they're no more longer getting support from you, okay. They can no longer use your energy. They can no longer use you, okay. But what happened when you walked away from this person? This person was blocking your blessings. This person was blocking your blessings because of their negative energy. Okay. And the minute you walked away from this person, your life improved tenfold because they weren't balanced. Oh, what a god, peace, what a god. I'm telling you, one more card. I'm gonna do one more and then I might give a closing message. Why did you trust me? You see what I mean? Only somebody who was evil, who did things premeditated, who had ill intent in the first place would say something like this. Do you know what I mean? Why did you trust me? Of course you trusted this person because you thought they was your counterpart, or you felt that the soul tie, the soul could. They could even be a karmic soulmate. You don't know, but these are people that follow you from lifetime to lifetime, and probably you made a contract in the past for them to teach you lessons. I'm not saying this is for all of you, but like this person is saying, why did you trust me? They gave you the impression that you could trust them. This is what they did. They gave you the impression. Somebody's writing furiously. Who's writing furiously? He said, I was willing to hold the friendship status if she really wasn't interested. She just never kept it real with me. Yeah. Right. I felt a deep connect. Yeah. When you keep it real with and get called a liar every day, all day, yeah. You did nothing but keep it real with these people. I made that mistake too, I'm telling you. You kept it nothing but real with this person. You told them what was going on with you, what your status was, how you felt about certain things, and they took it all in and used it against you. Do you know what I mean? And this is why this person is saying, why did you trust me? Because they had ill intent from the beginning. This was premeditated, whatever they were doing. They thought about what they were doing. Oh gosh, one more. Yeah. And if you was any doubt, some of them were F girl, F boy. This is the community dick, community banani. Okay, these are people that flung it left, right. Do you know some of these people had a double life? Even some of these people had a double life. Like they could have had a wife sitting at home and had an open relationship with their wife, or they could even be poly. Some of these people could even be poly. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. But some of these people could have had double lives, or some of them had people in the background, and they could be quite freely talking in front of you to these people, making it like sound like it's innocent, and it wasn't. Do you know what I mean? All these people are hooking up with exes, and you know what it is to have exes in the background. Okay, this is what it is. These people, when people do that, okay, they're insecure. They're insecure in themselves because they don't want to let go of an ex in case they want to go back to it. And holding ties with people, because an ex is an ex for a reason. It's a very rare case. I have to say, with me, it would be a very rare case if I went back to an ex. It's very rare. They'd have to work hard. They'd have to work hard because I've been there, done that, got the t-shirt. Do you know what I mean? So when you see this kind of energy, it's like they had people in the background for real, for real. They had, all the time that you was talking to them, they had, or you know, you could even be married to this person, but they had double lives. Or they could have had people they found that, you know, that they could have had their lover at work. And then they came up to you. Do you know what I mean? They could be booking days off and you didn't even know, and they're spending time with this person out on the street freely while you're at home slaving away, you know, cooking and cleaning for them and all sorts of nonsense. Do you know what I mean? They could have been like booking hotels and all. Do you know, my imagination, do you know, spirit shows me some things sometimes. When I look at some people, when I do some personal readings, spirit shows me some things, and I'm telling you, this is what this was about. They're probably the type of person to go pretend they're going to work and they're booking hotels and sleeping with people and coming back like it's normal and tell you about tired and getting irritable with you because they've just done the deed and they're guilty. But they're so used to doing this thing, they come home and be irritated like you're the problem. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there, people. Do I want to give a closing message? Do we want a closing message? What have I got here? Oh, I don't know if I want to give a closing message. I think I'm going to leave it there, people. Should I get one of my cards out and see what's come out? See what advice has Spirit got for us? What advice has Spirit got for us? We get a major arcana out. What advice has Spirit got for us? Thank you, Spirit. Please give me the message. What advice has Spirit got for us? Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, thank you for the advice that we're about to receive. Please give us the message. Thank you. What advice do you have for us before we go, Spirit? Sit on your throne. This is the Empress. Sit on your throne. Spirit is saying, when I see this card, this is about do you. Be selfish to yourself. Be that bitch and be that boss man, that boss bitch, and sit on that throne. Okay. Do not chase, attract. Okay. All that you want comes to you. Set out your intentions in a good way. Okay. Give gratitude. Have the exchange. Exchange with spirit exactly what you want, but sit on that throne. Do not chase, you attract. You know, and speak up when you need to. Speak up when you need to. Because again, you are that boss bitch, that boss man. So I'm going to leave it there. And that's the advice. Sit on that throne. I've been getting this strongly lately. Some of you are actually succumbing to these people. They're wearing you down. But just remember, just because someone turns around and says to you, I miss you, I want you, I love you, that's not an action. That is them boosting their ego, as I keep telling you, because by you giving an answer to their nonsense, if they say, I miss you too, you're just boosting their ego. You're just giving them what they want to hear. You're giving them an open door. You're cracking the door open for these people. Do you know, when you shouldn't be. I'm not saying don't hear them out. Hear them out. And depending on what they say, I mean, one conversation can change everything. But if they're abusive, this is not the person for you. If they emotionally, physically, or mentally abused you, this is not the person for you. No matter what they give you, no matter how charismatic they are, abuse is abuse. Okay, but if somebody cheated on you and they was a free agent, you was a free. If someone cheated on you, they tried to manipulate you, this, that, and the other. Okay, but never abuse. So all I've got to say to you is sit on that throne. So I'm going to leave it there, people. And if you're inclined, please subscribe, hit the alert bell so you know when I'm going to do another video. because I do the daily teas every day, most days. Maybe not Saturday and Sundays, but I do have videos that I can put forward and whatever. And 3 times a week, twice a week, 3 times a week, I try and do videos with extended. So if you really are interested, there's something there for you most days. I mean, I've already put out a video this morning, but I thought, because I'm doing this daily spiritual tea so late, I thought let me just give it to everybody. And I did that yesterday as well because I enjoy doing it. And I don't ever edit my videos. It's what you get is what you get. Okay. But if you feel called to, okay, and this really resonates with you, you can always show your appreciation and your support either through Patreon, or you can just do a one-off and buy me a coffee. There's a link in the description below, and you will get like extendeds that are coming up or extended in the past on that one. And it's just a one-off payment for that. Do you know what I mean? So I'm going to leave it there, people. And I hope that made sense to you. And most of all, I hope it resonates. And let me know, people. So until next time, take care, people. Take care.